Boom! Whose saber have we got here, Landon?
Count Dooku!
Legacy Lightsaber from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Come stick around, guys. We're going to do a full review, and we're going to give you 3 reasons why you should add this to your collection, and 3 reasons why you might want to pass on this one. So,
yeah, come hang out with us!
Whoa! If you like deadly Jedi weapons, vlogs from a galaxy far, far away, or anything Star Wars, make sure to hit the subscription button and the notifications bell so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, good one, buddy. We always got to start every one of our saber reviews with some dancing. So we have got our hands on the 4th addition to the Legacy Lightsaber series since Galaxy's Edge opened like a year and a half ago. So Dooku's lightsaber. So let's just take a moment to talk about the prequels, like the Phantom Menace, the Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the
Sith.
Thanks, dude. I think Lucas was thinking to himself, we have got to show some people some new saber stuff, right? Because for the original trilogy, 2-handed basic lightsabers, right? But what do we see in the prequels? We see General Grievous has 4 lightsabers. Yoda has a little lightsaber, right? And then Darth Maul has a double end-to-end lightsaber. Qui-Gon Jinn's has got the long saber. And then Dooku has the banana saber. Whoa! All kinds of new sabers are flying around the prequels,
Banana
man.
saber.
That makes 5, dude. Yeah. So there's all kinds of new saber action and designs and shapes in the prequel trilogy, right? Pretty cool.
Banana.
We're going to dive right into the video of 3 reasons why you have to add this to your collection and 3 more reasons why you may want to pass on this one. Are you ready? The saber retails in Galaxy's Edge for $130. All right, so the first reason why you have to add this to your collection is the undeniable and unique design of the Count Dooku lightsaber, right? All right, dude, go ahead and take it out. Whoa, okay. You gotta be a little more careful with that really sharp pointy part sticking out of the emitter, okay? Yeah, we don't want to go to the hospital tonight. That's not gonna be a good evening. But this design is super unique, undeniably very cool. I mean, look how dark and like scary and vicious this design looks, right? Did you know Yoda trained Count Dooku?
What?
Yoda trained him to be a Jedi. Hey, by the way, so when Count Dooku was a Jedi, do you think he had a different lightsaber that looked a little bit more friendly and peaceful? I don't know. If you guys know, leave a comment down below for us, all right?
I think it was a blue one, but I think someone bent it, and that's why it's red and it looks like a banana
That's
saber.
a good theory. Maybe his lightsaber was straight when he was a Jedi. And it's bent when he went to the dark side, right? I tell you one thing is that there's a big difference here I've noticed between this design and the Force FX Count Dooku, which reminds me, if you guys want us to do a full comparison, right, of the Legacy and the Force FX Count Dooku, then give us 300 likes on this video. We'll do a big full comparison that takes me like weeks to edit. It's gonna be awesome, okay? So give us those likes. You know, the hilt is this like beautiful polished look to it. I can see myself in it. My head's really wide.
Can I see? Oh, God.
And it's got the classic design. Let's see, it even has the gold accents are a bit more of like a darker gold color.
Yeah.
How does the grip feel, bud?
Oh yeah.
The grip feels awesome. It's actually,
dude,
the grip is like a rubber material and it feels really cool, huh? This trigger, solid, doesn't do anything, kind of see-through actually. And so this battery pack just barely sits in here like this. And you got to put the whole pommel piece all the way back on there. And when you tighten it, it sits really nice to follow the flow of the saber down the inside of it. Now the ignition switch is a very discreet part of the underbelly here. The frame has this little tiny switch. That's the ignition switch there. So This brings us to our first reason why you may want to skip on this lightsaber is because I found a few small pieces on the hilt here that already wiggle. Now, if you didn't catch our previous video about searching for a sabersmith, we show that our Mace Windu saber wiggling and squeaking all over the place. So this is kind of giving me a little deja vu about that. This neat kind of golden accent up near the emitter here, try and wiggle that. Yeah, it's kind of wiggly there. The activation switch.
It's a little bit jiggly.
It's a little tiny bit jiggly, but we just took this out of the box, okay? So I'm sure after you have this for a year, that activation switch might be a little bit more loose and it might activate or deactivate more when you don't want it to.
Anything else not wiggly.
And the other part that seemed a little bit kind of wiggly is the sharp accent at the emitter here. Yeah, it squeaks a little bit, right? It's not all one piece in the upper half of the saber. You can see near the emitter, there's a little cutout here.
Wait, can I
see how there's that little piece? That means that this sharp piece was added afterward. There's a little bit of squeaking, and it doesn't really wiggle. It's just you can tell that it's not one piece. This might be a problem in the future, right? It could get more wiggly and loose, and then you really don't want this. You know, that's going to really bring down the feeling of quality. But this is the. Sounds like there's 3 mice that are cursing at each other. That's what it sounds like. But I can hear it inside the emitter. It's a squeak fest in there. All right.
Who did that?
So the squeak fest we'll just add with the wiggly parts category. Okay. The unique sound effects of this lightsaber make the number 2 reason why you're gonna want to add this to your collection, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now it's time to power this up and check out the sounds.
I want to. Can I?
Boom. Of course you can, buddy. Go for it. Whoa! Yes! I love it! Unique legacy sound effects. Dude, they have even new unique sound effects for Count Dooku, man. So it's got like the Sith activation, right? Kind of sounds like Darth Maul. And but it purrs different. It has a different tone of purr. And this is the coolest part. You can hear it over the squeaking.
I can.
Which legacy sabers are known to squeak because they're trying to absorb some of the shock here in the attachment of the blade so that if you duel a little bit, it doesn't echo down into the electronics and damage the lightsaber, right? But that's really cool. There's no other saber that sounds like that. Have you heard? Really cool swinging sound effects. Let's check out the clash effects, okay? All right, go ahead and deactivate. Dude, Count Dooku. Man. So this brings us to the second reason why you may want to skip on this lightsaber is because of the low volume of sound that comes out of it. So even though the sound is really crisp and clear, it's also a little bit on the quiet side too. Probably one of the more quieter legacy sabers.
It sounds like a Sith lightsaber.
Oh no, it sounds great. It sounds like a Sith, but the volume, it's not very loud, is what I'm saying. Like Darth Vader's almost startles you, it's so loud. But because the sound is coming through this really chunky pommel of the design, that's just kind of what, you got to be prepared for that. That's what's going to happen. If you're outside, if there's cars, if you're dueling lightly with this, then you're gonna have a hard time hearing it, okay? So the third reason why you do want to add this to your collection is for the interchangeable blades, which you cannot do with a lot of other lightsabers, just like the Force FX saber. Boom. 26, 31, or 36-inch blades give you a variety if you wanted to, for different ages, different reasons, for cosplay, for dueling, for whatever reason, which makes this saber, just like the rest of the legacy sabers, pretty unique. You like the medium one? I usually give you medium in all the sabers. Medium. Yeah, medium's your favorite. Yeah. And then, of course, large is my favorite. More screen accurate, Plus, size matters. He didn't get the joke. And then the final reason why you may want to skip on this lightsaber, it's hard to hold this saber without touching the ignition switch. So that could be an advantage, but I think more often than not, you're going to deactivate this on accident. So you could try to hold it above the activation switch or below this little piece right there. But it is very easy to activate or deactivate. So for that reason, we're going to add that to the list of reasons why you may not want to pick up this saber. It wouldn't be Finding the Force saber review unless we compare this to the saber in the film that he uses, right?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the pictures I found, okay? Okay, so here in this picture of Count Dooku having it on his hip, the circular belt clips, I love them because they don't swing left and right, they just swing forward and backwards. You can see the gold accents. You can see has actually a smaller stripe within it on the grip. Fine detail. You can see kind of it's ribbed up near the tip.
What? What's so funny?
Nothing's funny, bud. So far, looks just like his, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's try a different picture. This is the pictures we always like to refer to, the master replicas that Lucasfilm had joined with them to make replicas of the sabers, right? So does that look exactly like the picture?
That looks like the same.
Everything about it looks the same. The accents, the little designs around the accents look perfect. The trigger looks perfect. Everything is the same, even down to the exact shape and angulation of this dangerous dagger on the front of the emitter.
That'll poke somebody.
And the final photo, we...
Oh God.
That's an interesting way to display the saber.
What?
The emitter is different because it holds the blade with the legacy, but otherwise looks just like the replica, right?
Yeah.
So no surprise there, right? Disney making replicas of the sabers from the movies they bought.
Weird
If you buy this
thing.
saber, you know you're buying an almost near perfect replica of Count Dooku's lightsaber. All right, guys, so don't forget, if you want us to do a full comparison with the Force effects, give us 300 likes. And don't you guys forget to have an awesome Star Wars Day. I don't have a ball.